Sochi Autodrome in Russia for what is expected to be a compelling race weekend. But it all begins today with practice. An opportunity here then for the drivers to learn the track and learn the car. And of course work out all the little kinks that show up when the teams put these cars together at the circuit. Anthony Davidson, this is all very familiar to you, of course, so why don't you give us an idea as to what the drivers will be getting up to in these sessions?
I'd say the first responsibility for drivers during pre-practice is in gathering data for correlation purposes, which allows the engineers to match real-life data against the simulation. Secondly, the driver then needs to dial themselves into a circuit that they may not have driven around for a full year, which is a fact that's often overlooked. And then you finally focus on the details of car setup and the tyre wear. It's critical to have a good relationship with your engineer here so they can make the right adjustments at the right time to the car that ultimately bring out the performance you're looking for.
Welcome to the Russian Grand Prix.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Welcome to the Sochi Autodrome of the F1 2018 career mode as we're getting ready for the Russian Grand Prix. Alright, soft tire. Yes, welcome back to Sochi. Cloudy day here in Russia. Glad to be back here in Russia. Of course, this was race 4 on the calendar. This race is before we go to Japan, which will be next weekend. So you'll see 3 of these amazing videos coming out. This is also the first race weekend we're going to have the new gearbox in the car. These tires, you can go 65 laps, which means you can go almost an entire race, but remember, we have to use 2 sets of dry tires to comply with the regulations. So qualifying is going to be wet, but the race is going to be dry. So the race is going to be dry, qualifying is going to be wet. That means we get a free tire choice. And I think I know what tire I want to start the race on, since I'll have like 2 sets of hypers, 2 sets of ultras, and 2 sets of soft tires in the pits to choose from. I'm going to figure out, and we're going to use this and see what tire I think is best suited for me to start the race on. Because I'm going to probably do a one-stop race here on Sunday. And like I said, as long as we comply with the regulations. Because remember, you have to use 2 sets of dry tires during the course of this Grand Prix. Normally I don't go with the go with the hardest, the endurance tire, but since I like the soft tire, the yellow striped Pirelli compound, the one you're seeing on the car, I said, okay, I'm gonna go with this instead. Thought I'd get an extra lap on these tires. Personal best in, or purple in sector 1, almost a tenth of a second. Ran a little wide through that section. This is Sergei Sorokin's home race. Then we have the race in Japan in next week. After what happened in Singapore last time out. Alright, P1 we go. So we went half a second on the data. Alright, ultra soft, ultra, ultra, hyper, ultra. Alright, let's do the ultra soft tires. Really important, we gotta get this, have this be an important day. Excuse me. Ricardo just went to the top of the timesheets on that pink hyper soft tire. Looking forward to the lap guide here at Sochi, or if you haven't seen the lap guide, it'll be going up, it'll be combined, well actually no. I'll show you a lap, probably we'll do a lap guide for F1 2018 so that way you guys can see what, how to get around this place. Because this place is really going to be ruckus. I have to say, when I first ran on this track in the F1 2017 career mode, I really enjoyed this place. I mean, you know, this is good for the car, you know, trying to get nice handling on the track. I also won this race last time we were here in Sochi. Of course, I was driving for Toro Rosso at the time. And I believe we started 6th. Because I took a 5 grid spot penalty for a gearbox change, plus I had to put a fresh power unit in the car, so what does that tell you? Of course, this track is been on the calendar for a while. 31.1. Boy, I picked up some time. Gonna run another lap on these tires. Daniel Ricciardo after a nice podium effort back in Singapore. Ferrari had a rough race. It's at Marina Bay, as I'm going around Daniel Ricciardo on the outside. This track's got a lot of good overtaking. I ran a little wide through that corner. Oh well. This track kind of reminds me of like Azerbaijan, where you have all this runoff area. Like if you spin out, at least you have this runoff area to save you. So, should be a lot of fun. 53 laps, I believe, is our distance for the Russian GP, if memory serves me right. And I believe I could be right. Because the thing is, you're only going to have like 20-something laps on your tires of soft. I know the soft tire could be the tire you could start, because you can make it a one-stop strategy and then go ultras or hypers. Well, I don't know about hypers, but ultras you can go to the end of the race on. Like, I might pull a Max Verstappen and just do a one-stop.
Tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should have a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
I'm gonna do fuel management. But, excuse me. Sorry for belching. And again, you know, you got a lot of good parts. Oh, this is the track where I took Lewis Hamilton out in the F1 2017 career mode, because Hamilton had a bleeping good run on my ass. And then I accidentally took him out, so hopefully Hamilton will remember that race. Of course, he's third quickest here in this first session here at the Sochi Autodrome here in Russia. This track opened up in 2014 after the Japanese Grand Prix. I find it funny that we're going to Japan next, and this was the track that was right after Japan. I find that really funny, and I find that interesting, as now I'm getting held up by Magnussen, who just won't get the bloody hell out of the way. Either way, he's gonna cost me a fucking lap if he's not careful. Hey, Magnussen, I need by. Apparently Kevin does not want me by. Probably get by him. I just can't get around Magnussen. I'm just gonna wait till I cross the line, then I'll get around Magnussen. Whoa! He came out. He slowed down so much, I had to get out of the. I had to go wide just to not run the back of him. That's twice I've done that. Ooh, I hit the bollard. But I had to get around Magnussen just to show my overtaking skills.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 37.1.
Alright. ERS. This is one of my favorite ones I like. Lewis Hamilton, I know, needs to have a better result this weekend. Mercedes might have just been eliminated from the constructors. Of course, this race, this round in the F1 2017 would be in Malaysia, but we're not in Malaysia, we're in Russia. So throwing that out there. But at least we're going to Japan after this race. Yikes. I mean, you got a little bit of grass, but at least most of the track is pavement. This corner right here, you got a lot of pavement, so if you have problems or spin out, you'll be alright. This is the part where Kvyat and Seb had their incident in 2016. The reason I want to get this done is because I want to get this get this race weekend started. That way I don't have to deal with it later. And it's really going to be interesting, you know, and this is the conditions we will have coming up on a Sunday, so we're not going to have any sunshine, I don't think. I'll have to check the weather for free practice 2 and 3. Because remember, we have 6 practice tires we have to use for these free practice sessions, and then we have to return them back to the make, or to Pirelli, after the session. So, yeah. I'm not going to run hypers. Let me look. 32. 47. Maybe if I could, I might start ultras and then go hypers to the end. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see.
Wet 15th in the speed trap. 318.4.
Yeah, 318. We should be faster than that. Then again, the fucking speed traps after you cross turn 1, then going into 2, if you know what I mean. I'm just gonna be glad this career mode's gonna be freaking done. Because after this, we got Japan, US, Mexico. And, yeah, but also I forgot to mention as I'm recording this, I'm gonna be having to go to the hospital early to go, to take care of my mom, because my mom's got this procedure, so this is probably another reason why I want to get this done, get this all recorded today and tomorrow. I need to get all this recorded. I don't know what I'm going to do Wednesday as I'm recording this, and then I'll think about it, which again, we'll probably have another goddamn, I don't know how long this is going to last. Of course, I'm going to be bored. Because if it goes all the way to 6, I need to figure out what am I going to do for dinner and all that. Lunch, I'm probably going to have to skip. I didn't expect hypers. You can go 30-something laps, and it's a 53-lap race. I might start hypers, and then go ultras to the end. If we get a safety card, then that would be fantastic. This I gave room for Seb. I'm gonna do a second mock lap. shit, I ran wide back there. Do what? My mom was asking me something, if anyone's wondering. So, yeah. And I wasn't yelling, I just ran wide, so. That's something on my face, I'm not gonna mess with it. I understand there's 3 laps of fuel remaining. And there we go, got the car setup taken care of. So, yay.
Our best lap so far is a 1:37.1.
Stupid deal would load on Twitter. Alright, I don't know what I'm thinking of right now. I was thinking about how awesome I'm glad to be here in Russia. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about. Everything else, I don't give a flying you know what, but anyway. Let's get this taken care of. Might go run my soft tires. How's the tire wear? Tires look very nice. Nice and grippy, like the way I like it. What's interesting is that I only have to give out 1 hypersoft in free practice too. Because the others I won't use until the race. Okay, give me a sec, dear. I'll be back. Alright, now who's this we're coming up to? So we're back, by the way. Oh, we're coming up to Hamilton, that's who. Of course, that's the same one I ran into on the front straightaway in the F1 2017 career mode like a dumbass. So we come in 45 points in the constructors, so we gotta get... Ah, fuck, I fucked it up on that corner. So that is almost 2 full races we are behind Ferrari. But this could be good for us, because should Ferrari have problems here, it blows it up, blows this scenario wide open. Because like I said, we need something, if anything, to make sure Ferrari has a bad race. Because that fresh power that we're going to have for the US Grand Prix, that's going to come in handy. I completely just turned way too early. Ah, rats, I just ran wide. Oh yeah, we had a safety car here in the F1 2017 crew mode. Let's hope that doesn't happen this time around. Whoops, ran wide.
Right now, you've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
And these ultra soft tires are really good. I think that little extra speed that we're gonna get coming up might come in handy. One thing is for certain, I'm glad to be back here in Sochi. That's one thing I said at the top of the show, is that, you know, Sochi is one of my favorite racetracks we go to. "14 laps have completed." Holy shit. Alright, 863. Not too bad. Okay, hypercells will use, same with the ultrasoft.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 37.1.
Go run some laps on the soft tire. Get some data on that tire. Need to remind myself I need to update the logos as I'm recording this. I'll probably do that after I'm done with this session. Tire status.
Their best lap time is a 1 minute 14.1. It should be a few laps at least before we start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good control.
Just a nice little cruise. Really just trying to take it easy on the tires. One more lap for me, and then we'll probably be done. Alright. That's good for free practice 1.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top 3. Blue, Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo. Practice times are on
Wow.
the board then, but no points
Sorokin
are offered
13th,
just yet.
Stroll
We'll be back
20th.
with more
Ugh.
F1 action soon.
Yep, there it is, your official results. So yeah, see you for free practice 2 here in Sochi.